Hi guys, so my name is Sedem and I'm usually the guy behind the camera. This is my first time showing up on the YouTube, but today we are doing something different. We're going to be talking about the top 5 nuggets I have obtained from Sammy's videos. I hope this will help you guys and hopefully you get to rewatch some of these and not miss some of the details. So let's go. So I'm going to pull up Sammy's videos real quick. I'm already subscribed, so it's right here. And the very first video, it's in no particular order, but the very first video I really enjoyed was on getting a mentor. So I am going to scroll to here. Sammy talks about getting a mentor.
Where can I find these people? Sammy, where can I find a mentor or somebody I look up to? And I know you already know this. And it's so funny that we try our best to, get to these people, and we tend to forget that we can just look around us, our environment, like people around us. You know the people who are succeeding in life, and you know the people who are failing.
Isn't that fact? Like, you know who is failing, right? And you know who is succeeding. If you look closely within your circle of friends, you know those that are actually doing well and those that are not. Okay, so.
Like, nobody needs to tell you that. You know it already. Okay? And some people would be like, okay, you know what? I don't know any rich guy. I don't know any successful person in my life. Now, let me tell you something. The internet brought that close to you. Okay. Now, you can go on the internet and find so many people that are doing great. They are doing great stuff for themselves, okay? They've been through the grind. They've done so many things that they are now successful, okay?
Good. So he's saying we should go on the internet and look for a mentor. And this is facts because I've been doing that. Let's say I want to go into real estate. So best real estate, realtor, and then maybe you're in New York or Beverly Hills or something, right? You could probably see a list, okay? You can see like an entire list in here, right? These guys probably have an Instagram you could follow. These guys probably have a course you could go take. And then you can read about all these guys, try to network with them. So this is definitely one. Everyone needs a mentor. Since this video, I've had the opportunity to have some mentors. I am not going to show you who some of them are, but maybe in one of the videos, I'll feature who my mentors are, who my top 5 I listen to every week, okay? So number 2, it's on journaling. So let's get right into that. And here, Sammy defines journaling very nicely, and I think it's important everyone actually takes this down. So yeah, let's listen to that.
This thing is something I can learn from. So that's what we're going to talk about this week. So what's journaling? Journaling simply means writing down your thoughts and feelings so you can understand them clearly. So you can have some clarity later on when you go back to read them. So that's what journaling is.
So here he says writing down our thoughts down so we can understand it clearly. After this video, guys, maybe I should show you this. I have one journal here for my thoughts. I have another one and many more. It's amazing what journaling could do for you. I've personally taken this advice. I have different journals for different stuff like my schoolwork, my work, my social life, interactions with like my parents and my brother and some friends. I journal that, like how they make me feel at certain points, like what are some of the important information I need to keep about them. Sometimes as easy as like keeping it in my phone. I have like, you know how when you go to your contacts, right, you can add notes to somebody's contact. Yeah, I use that a lot. Like I could go write something specific about you. If I don't like you, sorry, but it's going in there. If I like you, yeah, it's going in there. So guys, you should always write. You really can't trust your brain to keep too much information. So this is like solid information. Okay. Let's keep listening.
I just want to let you guys know that it's very important for you to take an inventory of your life. Take a track record of whatever is happening in your life, all the events that are happening in your life, you take an inventory of it. See what you're doing right, see what you're doing wrong. And one way to track this is by putting stuff down, okay? And I want you guys to write this down. Be more obsessed with taking an inventory of your life. Okay, be more obsessed with your goals than being entertained by watching others achieve theirs.
Okay, now Sammy's trying to tell me something. Guys, following others on Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, being super obsessed with what they are going to do, it's something major a lot of us do. Personally, I do it. I'm trying to stop it. I'm guilty of this. It's super important to be more obsessed with what is going on in your life and how to better it than, forgetting about all your problems and then following people on social media. That's like a no. So, good. That's my number 2. My number 3 is on the 3 stages of success. It's be, do, and have. Like, this is a game changer, guys. You probably need to take your journal. That's number 2, and then take some notes on this. So let's dive right into it.
Basically, normally society says that if what you're trying to work on is not working, then try and do more. Try and do the same thing. But then I don't think that's a good formula. The better way to say this is, if you don't like your output, okay, then there's something you have to change. And what is it? I know you guys are smart. You have to change your input. Being is the input for...
Guys, I need to run this back. He says, if you want to change your output, so whatever you want to change in your life, you need to first look at your input. Instead of keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, as society will tell you, yes, just keep going. You need to actually take a step back and think about what you are actually doing to get your desired output. Okay, that's solid. I'm grabbing my pen and I'm taking that down.
Then there's something you have to change. And what is it? I know you guys are smart. You have to change your input. Being is the input for doing, and doing is the output. Okay?
Guys, I think this part is over my head actually. He says, being is the input for doing, and doing is the output. First, we need to become the person mentally. We need to understand that this is who we are. So yes, I'm the best recording artist, or I'm the best podcaster out there. We need to change our mind to have those beliefs. Then we begin to do the stuff that will get us to that point. Sheesh.
Now, doing is the input for what having. So having becomes the output.
And then once we begin doing, that is the new input to have the things that we want. So do you want a specific lifestyle? Do you want a different audience? Do you want to walk into the room and then be super confident? Yeah. So if you're doing something like being a podcaster and then you're working continuously, you are doing the stuff, that becomes the input for having the stuff you want. So if it's better public speaking, every week you're doing a new podcast, you're actually working on that. Guys, I think I'm done. I think you just need these 3 and that's it. I'm done. Okay, no. I have two more for you guys. I'll probably just go cut down for there, but yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It sounds like I'm rapping, but I'm not. Okay? So what happens with most of us is we focus on the stuff, we focus on the fruits. And I want to give you guys an analogy. So let's say you plant seeds right now, okay? Let's say you plant seeds right now, and what happens is it takes some time for you to get the fruits. See, the same day you plant the seed is not the same day you harvest, okay? Now, with the seed, when you put the seed in the soil, the seed has to become a certain type of person, okay? Let's use the seed as a person. the seed has to become a certain type of person. Now, becoming the certain type of person is what? Getting all the nutrients from the soil, like, pollination. Or, pollination or germination, one of them.
Yeah, I think he needs to go back to school.
It's been a while, this science. But then the whole point is, for a seed to germinate, okay, it has to go through a process. Now, when you put the seed in the soil, it would attract some things to it, okay? So the attraction of the things is the things you put in your head, learning every day, doing all the stuff, okay? Now the seed becomes the person. Once the seed becomes the person, it can't help but do the thing. And doing the thing is the germination, okay?
Yep.
It can't help but do the work. The seed will do the work, which is germinate. And it all takes time. When it germinates, now it has become the person.
Guys, I just got something new. So he says it all takes time. Like that's super critical, because I think most of us feel like we can just move from A to B to C in like pronto, quickly, right? But the key here is it takes time, and we need to understand that it takes time to be able to actually go through these 3 stages. Yeah. Okay, so guys, that's it for number 3. Let's zoom in to number 4. Number 4 pick is principles, and I mean, this is very dear to me, so let's have a listen.
Right into it. So the first one we are going to take is principles itself, okay? The first one is, if you work against principles, principles will work against you, okay? This is a war you can't win. If you work against it, or work against you, okay?
Guys, you see the way he likens it to war? Like, this is serious business. This is not jokes, okay?
If you work against it, or work against you, okay? And as I said, if you watch the previous video, you will know what I said about principles working against you, because I gave an example in that.
Yeah, go back and watch
So
that.
the next one we are going to talk about is the easy hard principle.
Yeah.
And what is the easy hard principle, Sammy? So the easy hard principle is either easy on the front end and hard on the back end, or it's hard on the front end and easy on the back end. And
so guys, this is a principle that at least 3 of my mentors have been stressing. It's either easy on the back end and hard on the front end, or it's hard on the back end and easy on the front end. Like, there's no 2 ways about it. It cannot be easy on both ends, and it cannot be hard on both ends. Okay, you are either perfecting your craft in your room, and then you go out there and then blow the minds of people, or you'll be lazy in your room and then get out there and then be disgraced. Okay, you will be disgraced and you'll be ashamed. People will mock you. Okay, you probably not get that interview because you didn't prepare well enough. You didn't get that job because you didn't prepare well enough in your room with your interview skills and answering all those questions. You think you're super smart, you go there, they ask you questions and you fumble and you lose the job. So you're either doing the work back home in your closet and then going out there and wowing people, or sleep at home, and when you get there, you don't get the results that you want. I mean, this is straightforward. I'm not going to continue on this. So let's go right to my number 5. So for number 5, we are going to be talking about how to stay focused and get things done. I mean, in today's world, it's hard to be focused. When you have your phone vibrating, you have people calling you, everybody just wants to use your time, right? So let's zoom right into this video.
About things around you. Your beliefs have formed who you are now. So in order to get to the next level, you have to become a different person. You have to become a whole new being. And for that to happen, you need to change your beliefs, okay?
So guys, it's very similar to number 3, I believe. Your beliefs make who you are now. What you believe you are is exactly what you're going to be working with, right? If you want to move to the next level, you really need a mindset shift. Like, You need to believe that you are the greatest out there. You need to become that person who believes. Like, you just need to believe it. Like, you need to walk into the room saying, yes, I'm a badass at this. Okay. Even if you're a beginner, you need to believe that. I'm not saying go and blow your horn beyond what you can actually do. Don't go and bite more than you can chew. But you need to, like, see a clear progression. Okay, so that's just what he's saying here. We need to change our beliefs in order to get different results, right?
It doesn't just happen in a day or two, because whoever you are now, it didn't just happen in a day or two.
Another thing on the amount of time. It's not going to happen in a day or two, because whoever you are now, it's taking how old are you? I mean, it takes some amount of time. So you need to understand the time factor in all of this. Okay, so guys, that's my top 5 nuggets from Sammy's videos. There's like a ton of value you could have from here. Okay, this is just scratching the surface. You should really take the time, just like how you listen to your favorite tracks. You need to soak these over and over again. I mean, anytime I re-listen to all of this, I have new insights. So it's I will encourage you to keep listening to these. Go back over and over again. Take notes. Always have a journal and take notes. So I'd like to give Sammy a shout out for giving me the opportunity to have this reaction video. And by the way, it's my first reaction video, so pardon any skirmishes you might see around. Yeah, but we do hope to bring you more quality content as we progress. So we love you guys and have a great week.